my question is, what made you pick Beatties Ford Road, and why do you still stay, even after what happened over when they had the protests and what they did with the vandalism to your shop out of all the shops? Yes. Why do you still continue to stay?
Why I stayed was the reason I came. I didn't choose Beatties Ford. I feel like Beatties Ford Road chose me.
Okay.
I had to go where my people was. So at that time, in 2005, I had the Sunset location and the corner of Beatties Ford and LaSalle. That location I knew was a thriving area. And so I opened there. I had no idea what my purpose was at that time that I opened there. Right. I had no idea. I said, you know what? I'm going to get it here. I'm going to run my business. And I'm going to go home and I'm going to come back. And after 5 years, I started to walk into that purpose of being on Beatties Ford Road. Yeah. When I started to see the purpose for being there. And God showed me, he said, I bless you too much for you to just come in here and walk in and out these doors without giving back to this community that now is giving back to you.
Yeah. That was one of the points, Yolanda, you remember me saying, because I was down there. And I left before all of that jumped off. And I was saying, even on the radio, I was like, you gonna go and you vandalize someone who is of the community
and helping.
Now I understand Food Line, but they are in the community, because that money that you pump into there, all of that goes back to the headquarters and out of the community. They're just in the community. The Dooby shop is of the community.
That's right.
She funnels money back into the community. And you got to understand that sometimes when you get ready to throw something, you got to pull it back.
Right.
Because you understand what you're getting ready to do.
That's right.
And then go over there.
That's right.
And do
That's
that.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
How did that make you feel, though, to actually walk up and see your business vandalized, and knowing that, of course, it was probably some people who looked exactly like us, and knowing who you were and knowing that that was a Dooby shop? For one, it's a two-part question. How did you feel when you saw it? And what gave you the strength and the courage to bounce back and reopen and stay there?
Well, I always tell my students that we are in Beatties Ford in the community, but we're not of Beatties Ford. We are that shining light in Beatties Ford.
Okay.
We are that safe haven on Beatties Ford Road. Whatever is going on outside their doors is not going on inside of here. So God has kept us there. I had 6 salons in Charlotte. That Beatties Ford and LaSalle location is the only location that's never had a break-in.
Wow.
God has covered and kept us at that location. Because I give so much back to that area, they really covered and kept us. They did a small amount of vandalism, but it wasn't anything near like what they did to the Food Line and other locations in the area. Okay. Because they really, I always tell them, don't look down on anyone unless you're reaching down to help them up. Right. So they get that. We feed them. We do a lot for the community. So they looked out. We had a lot of city county officials over there. I was calling like, hey, y'all look out.
Right.
Look out for my business. They was like, we got you. We got you. So it was all right.
I want to tell you a secret.
Yeah. What's the secret?
You know those blue and red with the design. You know them tights I always be trying to get you to put on?
Yeah.
You know them?
Yeah. You like the tights.
I got them from the Dooby shop.
You got them?
Well, Hustle
right
Man.
out front.
Hustle Man. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're like my favorite pair of tights.
He
I'm always like,
some
put
tights.
these
Put
on.
them out tonight.
I know, right? I need to put them tights on.
You can get it all. You can get it all on the Ford.
Oh, yes, you can. Make no mistake about it.
Exactly.
Right over there, catty corner from that Family Dollar.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is
Right
where
there.
it's going down.
Right there. So, sis, how did you fare during COVID and during the shutdown? With everything that you do in the community, and your business being community driven, and the fact that, not only were you helping provide a trade, but a service, but prepping, other folks to be able to go out and start their own businesses and get into the workforce.
Yep.
How did you sustain? Did you have to fully shut down? Did you get creative and do virtual? Like, did your students, have to get out of class? Like, how did you manage to work that and keep it afloat?
Absolutely. We went virtual.
Oh,
like
wow.
Oh, wow.
And actually, we tripled our enrollment when we went virtual.
Are you serious?
Because there were so many individuals at home that wanted something positive to be doing while they were still at home. So it felt good to give people something good and positive to look up to and to look forward to while they were at home.
And a
There were so
trade
many
that they
people
can
that
learn and
provide-
open their own
Absolutely,
business.
they could keep on thriving while they were at home.
Wow. Was it easy though to do that? Because I know when I went to school, it's so hands-on. You know what I mean? And then you had the teachers walking around. If you didn't put the roller on properly, if you weren't doing that cut, that angle,
Tight, it ain't right.
yeah, they could come in and. So how did that how was that transition?
It was difficult. It was very difficult starting out because no one had done that before, and there was a small percentage of schools. I mean, some of the major franchise schools did not make it through that transition,
Yeah.
and we
Wow.
made it. And we did not close not one day unless we had an outbreak. We didn't close. We continued on during that, and we went to virtual school. Now, the only issue was, again, hands-on, because I'm very hands-on. I firmly believe you cannot be in this industry if you don't get the feedback from your clients. So we started opening on Saturdays eventually.
Okay.
And then eventually we went back to opening on our regular schedule. And, and it worked out.
So you were still able to touch your clients in some capacity and aspect even during the pandemic. If
We closed for about 3 to 4 months.
Oh,
and we were all
wow.
online for that time.
so folks
Absolutely.
couldn't even get their hair done.
They
It
could
was
not
just-
get their hair
yeah.
done at all.
And then you open back up.
And then we opened back up only on Saturdays. And
What-
we will alternate the students, half on one Saturday, half
Half
on the other.
Okay.
What did
That
you
was
learn
fun.
about yourself during the pandemic?
I learned about myself that this industry, this hair industry, it can't be replaced with a computer. It can't be replaced with anything else that is very much needed. Barbers, hairstylists, nail techs, they're needed. So I learned that this is an industry that will always be here. And the individuals that wanted that degree, it came even during the pandemic. They was like, I want to get my license.
It's funny that you said that in
Yeah.
industry. That's always going to be.
Yeah.
They talk about doctors. They talk about morticians because everybody's going to get sick and everybody's going to die.
And
And you
hairstylists.
talk about hairstylists. Now let's
need
think
somebody to do their hair
in
when
the
they dead,
future.
too.
Let's get futuristic, and let's see that the world is going to artificial intelligence. You see robots moving people out of jobs. Do you ever think there would come a time when you go in a salon and it ain't a real person like you or her?
Yeah.
It is artificial intelligent person doing your hair or AI cutting your hair in a barber's chair? Or is it always going to be a real
I
person?
don't think that can happen.
You might see it
I
in.
don't think that
I don't either. You might see it tried in a white salon. They might end up rolling out something that shampoo.
But why they going to do it first?
Because
How they gonna do that still?
right, me too. But I think, like you said, it would never happen in the black
I
salon.
don't think so. Mm-mm.
You know, we are very hands-on.
Right.
So
Very
touching my
detailed.
hair and the way you touch my hair and wash it can tell me a lot if you're going to be able to do my hair. That's how I was.
That's the confidence.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And
Okay.
so, yeah, that robot honey gets slapped right on across the room.
Yeah, she can serve some fries, but she can't do my
Right,
Dooby.
you cannot
Can't
do
do
the
Serve
the
hair.
Dooby.
surprise. Chocolate, oh, what up? Nikki is in here. Son is in here from Barbados.
Sunday.
North Carolina. Lux is in here. Probably got
What's
on
up,
some
NC
Gucci
Lux?
house shoes.
In a fur coat.
Okay.
Sitting there watching
and
with
a
a
chinchilla
Yes.
with shades on.
Yes.
Watching, because that's how he do.
because his sun is always shining. That's
Okay?
why.
And a cup with rhinestones on it.
Come
Boy, I
on
know
now.
what you're doing.
And I'm matching you. I got my little rhinestone pineapple
with
cup.
cherries in your cup.
Let's say cheers, NC Lux.
If y'all don't know NC Lux, make sure you go follow him. And if y'all don't know about the Dooby Shop and this young lady, make sure that you go follow her and make sure that you also go see her.
Yeah.
Put your eyes on her. 'Cause
Yeah.
that'll get you on Badersford Road.
Yeah.
And let you see what's going on over there because I'm telling you,
Yeah.
contrary to popular belief, I get it, but it's some good energy on the Ford. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I don't know why, but every time I go over there, I make it my business to go into that Family Dollar. I don't know what it is. Maybe because my brother's out there with them final calls, but I always hit that Family
Dollar. You got
Dollar,
to go in there.
okay?
Got to.
For some reason. But,
You
you
got
know,
to.
you got to love your people.
You do.
Absolutely.
And you can hear it and you can feel it when you talk about it, especially when you say why you over there. And when you say you think Badersford called you. And for you to continue to thrive and then come through that quote-unquote pandemic the way you did, and you still
Yeah.
got the support of the people.
Yeah.
Because like you said, a lot of people fell by the wayside. They
And a
fell
lot of the
victim.
big corporations.
They fell victim
major
to that.
corporations did. And I was supposed to be out of Charlotte like 2 years ago. I had relocated to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina,
Uh-oh.
and opened a school there. And God called me right back to Badersford Road. I was like, I'm done. I'm out of Badersford Road.
Wow.
And I got called back because I also have a mental health and behavioral health agency.
Okay.
So the work that I've been doing on Badersford with the peace rallies and the violence and the giving back things called me back for my mental health and behavioral health agency, and a door got opened up for that. And I got right back to it.
See, look at that. Won't even do it.
I mean, in the best sense of the expression.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because she got called back.
Yeah.
You know, she
Yeah.
got called
Go
back.
back.
You will be where you are supposed to be if he sets the GPS. A lot of people say, I'm supposed to be here, but you're not. You chose to be here.
Right.
You wanted to come here. But when you have the feeling of this is exactly where you are supposed to be, and that also means that you're getting closer, or you have found your why.
That's right.
And once you find your why, everything else opens up.
That's it.
Because it's all love. It's all energy. Everything opens up.
Yeah, that's it.
The purpose.
So what would you say your specialty was? So, okay, and
Doobies.
right, I was going to say the
Doobie,
doobies. Were you the queen of the
doobie,
doobies? Because I was the
doobie.
queen of cuts and weave. I could cut that hair up, baby.
Yeah, do your teeth
Like
that?
nothing other.
You
Yeah, I
meant
have
that.
to do it like that.
Seriously.
And I could put that weave up in there, baby. Make it look like you grew it out your own body, out your own head. So what's the specialty about the doobie shop?
Well, the specialty, of course, was the Doobies. I always wanted to provide services that individuals, professionals in the industry could get multiple times a week. Hair flowing, soft hair that's not hard, that's healthy,
Yes.
and be able to come in affordable as well.
Yeah.
So I'm from upstate New York. I'm from Rochester, right?
Okay.
So we had all these doobie shops. They were called studio this, studio that. But I said, nobody's calling it the
The
doobie,
doobie
shop.
shop.
So when I called it the doobie shop, everybody was like,
It was like a no-brainer. I
it
should
was
have
a
thought of that.
no-brainer.
I said, right,
Exactly,
right.
yeah.
Man, it's
So I
still
had a
catchy.
system going. You had to get that doobie done in a certain amount of time, or you couldn't get hired.
I know that's right. And so did you have a technique like mine? I used to put the
Technique,
saran wrap
roller,
around it, the roll.
silk wrap. Yep.
Yes.
Absolutely. I had to get all that right.
I'm loving this right here.
I would have come back to hair school.
I'm loving this
I
right
want to
here.
sign up for
Let's go.
Cosmetology. Come on back.
Go ahead,
I've been
go
in-
back.
Good
Yeah.
instructors. Yeah.
I would love to do. I maybe really
on.
talk to you about that for real. That is how it was always a passion of mine, and I still to this day.
Some people
you know,
still
do my
think
own hair.
you do hair
They still-
because
yeah, they still
somebody
think I
might
do
see
hair.
me and they say, "Hey, Yolanda's still doing
She's still
hair,"
doing hair. Yeah.
and I'll be like, "No, not
Yeah.
like she used to."
Right, but
But
I
if
would
you got
love
that-
to
if
be
you got
around
that
the
paper,
students and
I would
yeah,
love
We'll send her
we
over
don't
there.
talk
They
about
would get a
that.
lot from you.
Got
Okay.
that money right. We'll send her right over in that kitchen.
Yeah.
Okay, what we talking?
I know, but look, we got to take this time right quick and shout out our sponsors.
Okay.
Let's shout out for one, Wines with Brian. As you guys see, we drinking.
Cheers.
Me and my sister Terease
Yes,
drinking
y'all
our
are.
wines with Brian.
Where your boy, your
Yeah,
I'm
I know
drinking
he's
my
on his
juice.
juice.
I'm on mine, okay.
He on
Don't
his
worry about what we doing over here. All right.
We also got to shout out our sponsor, Grown TV Network.
Grown TV Network.
Yes, make sure you go to growntvnetwork.com and watch the live visual episodes of Grown Men Conversations visual podcast. You can also watch other content and creative content from other Black content creators from around the world. So support.
I also
Grown TV
want to
Network.
shout out Grown Fit.
Yes.
All right.
Grown
That
Fit
team
Wear.
making it happen, official, unofficial, launched but not launched. We got now and next. So make sure you go. It's all about the support. Grownfitwear.com, grownfitwear.com. Shouts out to the boy Carolina Blue Cigars.
Yeah.
Joined us in here. Chocolate O.
What's up, Chocolate?
Joined us in here. Blur House Home Decor, John B. Owen. And we are rolling with It's Terease,
Yes.
right? Because you know, that means you can't say Teresa because it'll go down. They'll be
Right.
like, "That
You
ain't
better
my name."
pronounce the name
Right,
right.
because she don't like that. I'm
And
sure,
she from Rochester, New York.
and I'm sure plenty of people
It'll
have
go
done
down
it.
now.
What do you say when that
Yeah,
happens?